Hey, what is up everybody? This is Rob and behind me is my 2022 Toyota Tacoma. So if you guys didn't know, I bought this truck back in February. Currently have a little under 3,000 miles on it. I have been slowly building it up, mainly honestly due to part shortages. You know, if there weren't any shortages, it would have been built up by April. But that's just life right now, guys. So I just want to show you guys, the latest thing I put on the truck, and that is these CaliRaised LED Rock Sliders. So these are awesome. If you didn't know, they basically take the place of the steps that some people put in their Tacomas. This is meant to take a beating so that, when you are doing off-roading and stuff, if you were to go over a rock or something that's too high, or even logs, that kind of stuff, this whole thing is that the sliders will take the beating instead of the Tacoma. I really like these, and that is why I want to talk a bit about this. So this video, guys, things I like about my CaliRaised LED sliders. Let's get into it. So like I mentioned earlier, it is really important to protect your Tacoma. Guys, it's a pricey truck, right? You don't want to end up breaking it, so you do want to be able to protect it. Sometimes when you want to protect something, you have to, make sure that you get some of the best parts, some of the best quality. So with that, I want to talk about what these sliders are made out of, but first let's do a little bit of a lesson. So usually when you buy rock sliders, you are given two options. DOM, which is for drawn over mandrel, or HREW, so HREW, for hot rolled electric welded. So they're both good options, guys. I'm not trying to say that one is trash, one is not. However, HREW is the lesser option. Now, often when you want to do sliders, this is something that's supposed to take a beating, right? It's supposed to take a beating, it's supposed to take weight. It's supposed to be something that will be getting a whole lot of crap thrown at it, and you want it to hold up. Why? Because once again, you want to protect your truck and keep everything good. Nothing sucks more than breaking your truck, especially when you're just trying to have some fun off-roading. It will ruin your week, month, year, whatever. So with that, CaliRaised actually only sells these sliders in drawn over mandrel, because drawn over mandrel, DOM, is stronger than HREW. So do keep that in mind, you guys. You will see other vendors, they will sell usually two options. You can buy their sliders in HREW or DOM, and then you might be tempted to say, well, how about just go for the HREW? No, I just recommend go for the strong stuff. It is a bit more pricey, but buy once, cry once, right? Not buy twice, cry twice, probably a third time when your Tacoma ends up getting broken somehow. So CaliRaised does not offer anything in HREW, their sliders, only DOM, and I think that's a very good thing, guys. So yes, they aren't the cheapest sliders on the market because of that, but they will protect the heck out of your Tacoma or any other, car or truck that you want CaliRaised LED sliders on. In terms of the install, it actually wasn't too hard. It was a bit lengthy, but of course it's going to be, you are putting this very, very heavy piece underneath the truck. I do recommend having a second person to help you out if possible, or at least just have a jack stand or something to hold it up while you bolt it in. You don't have to make any new holes. All the holes are already there. Driver's side did admittedly take a little bit longer because you have to undo a couple little lines and stuff that are back there, and you got to reinstall them after you get these sliders on. So we'll go underneath the truck really quick. So let me show you guys. Alright, you guys, so you see these bolts down here, these gold bolts? These are the bolts that are holding it in. So you see one bolt, two bolt, and then a third bolt down there. And you also have these under ones right here. 1, 2, 3. And then we also have another bolt down here. Let me slide on over. Right there. So that's what holds it on. You can put additional bolts if you want, but I trust this enough. You do have to, like I said, undo a few things. So for example, here, let me tuck this in behind. So for example, I did have to undo, this box right here and let it hang because there was a bolt hole behind it. But just a couple small things like that, it does make it a bit time intensive, but definitely not hard. Once again, it is nice that all of the holes you need are already here. So no need to drill any new holes. I mean, that's always the best thing. So right? Something I also really love about these sliders is that you can customize them pretty much however you want, and it's actually really cool, like all the things you can do with them. So as you can see, I went ahead and I just went for the powder coat, frame. You could also go for a bed line if you want. I decided we'll just go powder coat, just give it a nice clean, black look to it. And then I also went for the filler plate. So this is to help it act as more of a step for me. These are 0-degree sliders, so they stick right out. And I actually did have this bed line, which is really cool because, let's face it, you're going to step on it a lot and all that. This way, it'll, stay protected and more grip in the rain, when you're stepping on it. I sometimes have, honestly, like older people and other people that I really don't want to slip coming into this truck. And if they step on this, I feel confident that this will help them keep their shoes or sandals, whatever, in place. And then I was also able to choose to have a nice kick out in the back. So the kick out, it's mainly just extra protection, but for me it's also something to step on to have an easier time if I have to reach the roof or anything like that. You can also choose to have it without the kick out. What I do like is that the kick out actually doesn't extend too far past the fender. Maybe only a few millimeters, if anything, which really isn't bad at all, guys. Definitely a lot of choices when you build this, which is another reason why I do recommend them. You guys, with anything you add onto your truck, car, whatever you're building up, just like how it looks. To me, these look really cool. They definitely give it a bit more of an aggressive look. And definitely, in my opinion, give it a bit of character. Before it looked kind of empty when you look down there. So now, it has these nice, step/sliders right there. That does really clean up the look a lot. I also did really like that with the black. Match the emblems and everything just right. As well as the fenders. Just really good look, guys. Check that out. Alright, you guys, so CaliRaised LED sliders. I just told you everything I love about mine. We'll do quick little bullet points. Remember, DOM, the strong steel, guys. This is what I recommend getting your rock sliders made out of. CaliRaised LED sliders are made out of it. Protect your truck, guys. Protect your investment. Keep it looking good. You don't want to end up damaging it to the point where you can't drive it anymore. And that is, a big point of having these on. They're also easily configurable, like I said. You can do the complete opposite of what I did. You can have no kick out, whereas I have a kick out. You don't want the filler plate? Get rid of it. Do you want the filler plate but you want it powder coated? Do that instead. You can get the whole, tube frame. You can get that whole thing bed linered if you want. I chose powder coated. Do you want to make sure that it absolutely does not get any scratches? Bed line the whole thing. It'll look great, you guys. You can do whatever you want when you configure it. They also, of course, they have a wide range. They have it for single cabs as well. They actually also have a trail edition, specific sliders, which is actually really cool. All right, and then the install, once again, guys, you don't have to drill any holes, any of that kind of stuff. Just recommend having a friend, but you could also do it alone. All the holes are there, just have to move some stuff around. Definitely not a hard install, don't worry, guys. I hate drilling into brand new stuff. So that was a big reason why I wanted these. I didn't want to weld anything on it. I didn't want to have to make any new holes. Everything you need does come with it. It comes with all the screws and everything, as well as, nice and easy instructions. And actually, CaliRaised himself also have some really nice, tutorial videos on here. If you want to see how that install goes. Honestly, that's why I didn't bother making one, because they already had a really good one. And I figured, hey, I'll let them have this one. But of course, still with the product enough, I still have to make a video about it. Also, it does this look really good, guys. Definitely gives it a more aggressive off-roadish look. It used to look kind of bare, like kind of that right off the showroom floor look without them. So it is really nice having these. And then, of course, being able to also use them as a step is also a big plus. You can get sliders that they'll basically be at an angle and they'll be a bit more recessed in there. But me, I'm not a very tall guy, so I like having these when I need them, being able to step on it. Also my family as well. Alright? And actually, here's something I also want to add. Their customer service is also really good. I had been, going back and forth with them quite a bit, on social media, both before I ordered them, during the whole, order process, as well as talking to them a little bit after. And, they've been nice and responsive, and that's always good, guys. These do cost quite a bit. I believe this whole setup here was about $1,300, maybe $1,400. So it is good to know that when I give my money to this particular vendor, I will get superb service. Alright, you guys, so overall, go ahead and give them a look, guys. Very good product. With that, guys, this is Rob. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know about the alternatives that you guys have. And just any other questions you have about the install process, anything else, guys. I'm always here for you guys. With that, this is Rob, and have a good one.